come on. I can't believe I'm watching this anymore. No, 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 no! Thank you, Max. Thank you so much. I'm used to this. I've been used to this my whole life. I'm very much used to being looked at and just being told to go away. Another week from now. Your booze don't do anything, but there's one thing I'm not used to. And that is the feeling I have right now. The feeling of being reborn. And this feeling didn't just come out of nowhere, no. There's somebody to thank for this. And his name is MAXX THUNDRA. MAXX THUNDRA, for the most part, spoke in bullshit tongues. He catered to all of you with his lame-ass catchphrases, his multiple bitches ordeal, his runaway and hide shtick. He did all of that because he knew all of you would chew it up. But for the first time in over 2 months of him existing here, something meaningful came out of his mouth for once. It was 2 weeks ago. He finally got the balls to tell me like it was. Do you remember what he said? He told me I was a coward. That everyone I associated with went forward while I stayed down in the dumps. He told me that if I really just look at myself hard enough, I would know that I am the worst wrestler on this roster. I never did shit, or ever did anything for that matter. That's all the shit he told me. And then he takes down Buddy Tama in less than 30 seconds. Embarrassing Buddy Tama to a point where Buddy Tama quit. And do you know what Buddy Tama, a guy I watched when I was young, told me before he vanished? He told me that everything that the clown said was true. Someone I actually respect told me that. And then he pointed the finger at me. He blamed me. He called me one of the first clowns to exist in this experience. And then he vanished. And I heard the roar you people gave those men for pushing me down. I heard you. And at first, I was upset. I was very, very, very upset. Now, I've come to realize that everything they told me 2 weeks ago was correct. They told me the God to honest truth. And I realized from 2 weeks ago to now just how right they were. But I never really heard it like that before. I was never told it like that before. And it was in my head every day. Every damn day I thought about the words those two men said to me. I looked back and I realized just how accurate everything I was told was. Because here's some real honesty, something I never really was with any of you to begin with. In all honesty, I feel like now's the best time to kind of just open up. For some reason, walking into this, I was scared of being on my own. I couldn't do this on my own because deep down I was insecure. I couldn't take myself seriously because nobody else took me seriously, and I allowed myself to be used as a slapstick joke, to be burned every week on TV, to take bumps for everyone I sided with, and for them to go forward and for me to stay back, just so I can cover up all of my internal problems, all of my mental problems, all of my... You want to know why I always had to cling on to people? Why I could never really do anything by myself? It's because I was comfortable that way. My whole life, I was never truly independent. It took me so long to get a license. It took me so long to want to work. It took me so long to want to change how things were because I remained in that comfort zone. I stayed there. Nobody ever looked at me and told me what Max told me, what Buddy Tama told me. Because in this business, nobody gives a damn about your problems. Nobody cares about your insecurities. If anything, they take your insecurities and they exploit them. And Max Thundra, that's exactly what you did. You riled me up so much to the point where when it was time to go to blows, you stopped me in my tracks. And you revealed the truth about me to everybody. You saw me for who I was, and you buried me right where I stood. And Buddy Tama's words were the final nail in the coffin for me to go home, look around, look at myself, and realize I had to change now. I'm a 22-year-old man. I've barely done a damn thing in my life. I hid behind things that made me comfortable, and in turn, I lacked the motivation, I lacked the confidence to move forward. I stayed put. I remained the same until now. You see, Max, when you put me down like garbage, you woke up something inside of me that begged for its release. You made me throw down all of my problems, and you made me feel confident. You made me want to rip your head off and bury you down to the ground. And last week, you gave me, with no second thought, the confidence to do just that. Because Max Thundra, for far too long, people walked over me and went forward. But you, I'm just not going to let you do that too. Not this time. Because I congratulate you, Max Thundra. You finally competed and you took out Buddy Tama. But now I think it's time that the most epic face in history finally takes down the night walking, crispy smooth talking piece of human shit and expose him for what he truly is. the biggest, fattest joke in the history of the business. And at T.D.M.T, Max, it's finally time that you and I, we have our goddamn match. Because this Angelo you see right here is not the same Angelo you met for the first time at the wild card. This Angelo is pissed off and he's done being a goddamn joke. He's done being comfortable. Because at T.D.M.T we are going to fight. I'm going to make sure Marty makes sure of all of that. But it will be a very, very uncomfortable experience. Not only for you, but for all of you. Because at T.D.M.T, I show the world and myself what we've been missing. I gave you my thanks last week. The same goes for Mr. Tom or wherever the hell he is. But March 25th, I'm not giving thanks. No. I'm giving your family my condolences. Because that's when the games are over. You understand, bitch? Thank you, Max.
Strong words, woman.
Stronghold. Huh? What I just said was real, and you're really gonna get killed at T.D.M.T, bitch. Understand that, but man, while I'm celebrating looking at all these fat chumps, you gotta understand that up next, man, Ozzy D and Ethan QC